Hi everyone, this is Dr. Amina for another episode of Wise Wednesdays, weekly wisdom to help you create a path of your own in your work and life. Today I want to talk about job titles, whether current, past or present job titles. The question often comes up when I work with clients and they're working to deepen the meaningfulness of their work. They're trying to figure out what their purpose is, what their mission is, what their work is about, how they're going to contribute. And there's a bit of an identity shift. Their old identity starts to dissolve a little bit because it may have been fixed to a job title and it's no longer working for them. You may want to think about it yourself. How do you feel when someone says, "What do you do?" What do you do? It's a common question that comes up when you're networking or meeting, maybe socially sometimes. And it's not always comfortable. And it probably depends, I'm guessing it depends for you on whether you're in an environment where you feel confident, where you feel that people would appreciate and admire your job title, or whether you're in an environment where they might not. And then you might feel a bit insecure, or you might mumble, or you might even diminish your job title. So how do we get out of this conundrum of the job title defining us and instead define the job title? And what I've observed from coaching professionals, what I've seen academically from people who do research on organizational psychology and other aspects of work life and professional life is that those who are most fulfilled and those who succeed are not necessarily the ones with the most impressive job titles. It's often the ones who've defined their own purpose, their own path. So they've created their own job and the job title that goes with it. So why not try that for yourself? And to start you off, I want to suggest an alternative meaning for your job title. So it's an acronym of title to help you, and it goes like this. Number 1, T in the title goes for teaching. One of the needs we have, one of the highest needs we have in life is to learn, but also to contribute. And one easy way to contribute is just to teach what you know. You have skills and you have knowledge, you understand concepts and frameworks that others don't. What can you do today immediately to do that? How can you help someone else and contribute through teaching what you already know? Now, if you have a bit of imposterism or you're a bit insecure, you might think, well, I don't really know anything, or oh, everybody knows this. Doesn't everybody know this? This is easy. Well, no. It's not like that. And if you're thinking that, it's highly likely that what you think is easy is a gift for you. It's a talent that you have and that you haven't recognized yet. So write that down. That thing you think is easy, write it down and see where, how, who might benefit from it that you can teach it to or explain it to if you don't like the word teach. So that's the first one. T is for teach. I in title is for inspire. Now in this one, you don't even have to do that much because who you are, your journey, your story inspires others or can inspire certain others. Who are those people and why don't you tell them your story to help them? It's like Gandhi said, my life is my message. So how can you inspire someone next to you? Just by connecting with them. It can be a stranger on the bus if you're really going to be brave. Or it can be a colleague that you're going to have coffee with and that you tell your story to. Let them be moved or connect with you through your story. And hopefully you'll inspire them. Eventually you'll get to know and understand who benefits most from your story and who is most inspired and needs to hear it. So that's number 2. I is for inspire. Number 3, T is for transform. Now, this is the special ingredient that you bring to any process. Now, you might be a good problem solver. You might be good at communicating. You might be good at coordinating. You might be good at being creative and sparking ideas. And you're not just good at it, you're excellent at it. You're amazing at it. Wherever you go, if someone puts you in a situation, that thing is going to come out and it's going to help the process along to change the situation from A to B. So think about where you might do that, or where you already do that. Celebrate that, recognize it. The more you celebrate and recognize what you're already doing, that's great and amazing even, the more it's going to grow and the more fulfilled you will be, because you will do it more consciously and deliberately. And that will bring its rewards. So that was T for transform. Next, we're L. L is for liberate. Here we're going a bit deeper. So liberation is a coactive process, in the sense that what you do affects the other in the same way. There's a kind of mirroring. So as you learn to liberate yourself, and what I mean by that is to let go of conditioning and limiting beliefs that hold you back and hold your potential back, the more skilled you will be at helping others do the same. And this is a large part of coaching, a large part of any kind of transformational modality. And the more you do it for yourself, the more you can do it for others. This isn't a conceptual exercise. This isn't teaching concepts or sort of practical skills. It's a lived experience. It's a felt experience. And as you do it for yourself, and the deeper you go, the more you can help others to do the same. And that's why personal development is invaluable and is one of the best investments you can make in yourself. So that was L for liberate. And finally, E in your job title is for empower. So empower takes into account the context, because we are humans and we live in a context where meaning is generated, and the structures can fix those meanings, which put certain people at an advantage in the system and others at a disadvantage, and that's unfair. And it connects to the value of justice. So you, whether you appreciate it or not, will have advantages that other people don't. It's easier for us to think of the disadvantages we have, but the advantages is where we can connect with our own power. And by taking into account the context and understanding where you have advantages and others don't, you can then help others to be empowered. It can be through empowering them through sharing materially some of your advantages, but it can also be sharing intangible things, any of the previous things that I mentioned, or it can be some encouragement. It can be, for example, one thing that I help all my clients do is to trust their intuition. And that is probably the most empowering thing you can do, is to help someone trust their intuition, know that what they're feeling inside isn't crazy. Know that what they're intuiting about their life, about a situation, about a course of action, isn't crazy, and it's completely valid, and supporting them and trusting themselves. So you can you can empower people materially, or you can empower them through this validation, but not in an enabling way, in a liberating way. So helping them trust themselves 100% and reaching out for help when they need it. So many high achievers and high performers don't like to ask for help. They think they're functioning fine, everything's going okay, they don't need anyone, they can figure it all out themselves. But we know that when you connect with others, when you collaborate, when you open up and receive help, your contribution is amplified and maximized. And really, you can then fulfill your full potential, not just a part of it. So, job title, that is what I believe a job title is and should be. It's to teach, inspire, transform, liberate, and empower. I hope that is helpful. Do read the full blog if you're interested. If you prefer reading, it's on the website www.dramina.com, and subscribe to Wise Wednesdays to receive the weekly message. Wishing you a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.